Thank you, Dave. 8:03 right now at the airport. Good morning, everyone. An absolute mess outside there this morning. Calgary emergency crews say it's earlier than usual, but they are on it. The city providing us with an update just a few seconds ago on how they've been handling this September snowfall so far. There are widespread power outages to pass your way. NMAX says about 30,000 Calgary customers are without power right now. All 4 quadrants of the city are impacted by this. It's not isolated to just one area. NMAX bringing in extra crews right now to try to deal with all the power outages. They, of course, have to investigate and then turn the lights back on if possible between midnight and 7 o'clock this morning. So in just 7 hours, 911 fielding about 200 snow-related phone calls. Again, that's just in 7 hours. 311, the city's information hotline, the help hotline, receiving 1,348 calls. Again, that's just between midnight and 7 a.m. A lot of the reasons because of this, all the snow piling up on tree branches throughout the city of Calgary. This is a live shot at McLeod Trail and Heritage Drive. The heavy, wet snow continues to fall quite heavily, as you can see. Andrew Schultz forecasting between 5 to 15 centimeters, depending on where you are in the city, of course, depending on what elevation. And if you can, if it's possible, you're asked to shake some of the snow off trees to try to save branches.
The one thing that I am worried about right at the moment is trees.
Yeah, trees, of course, are being weighed down by the heavy, wet, thick snow. Some parts of the city could be getting up to 15 centimeters, as Andy's been, that I just alluded to, hitting trees on your property to get the snow off, but only if it's safe to do so.
If you brush the snow, please don't stand right underneath it. What we wouldn't want you to do is cause additional stress to the tree, break off, and have that tree branch subsequently hit you in the head.
Public schools are open in the city of Calgary today. The Calgary Public Board of Education telling us while some schools are reporting blackouts, power outages, they are keeping the doors open. They will still accept students and use classrooms with natural light today. We have not received any word about the status of Catholic schools, the separate school district in Calgary. There may be delays, of course, for school bus riders. You can check on the status of your bus by going to My School Bus Monitor, one word, myschoolbusmonitor.com. All right, changing gears now to different news. 8:06 right now at the airport. The University of Calgary is looking at hiking tuition fees in 3 of its major programs: law, engineering, and business administration. The university will be holding a series of consultations with students before it finalizes plans on October 15th. U of C Provost Drew Marshall is not saying the amount of the potential increases yet. In July, the province said it would entertain proposals for so-called market modification adjustments to tuition for up to 5 programs. All of this, of course, coming on the heels of a study saying students will face an average of 13% tuition fee increases at Canadian schools over the next 4 years. That is almost triple what students paid 20 years ago. The Canadian Centre of Policy Alternatives says the high cost of getting a university degree is an enormous financial stress for students and their families. Prohibition ended in Alberta in the 1920s, right? But the town of Carson, south of Calgary, is still dry, but maybe for not too long. The community is deeply influenced by the teachings of the Mormon Church. Mormons abstain from alcohol. Residents like Darren Atwood say the liquor ban, though, is driving tourists away. He'd like to see some venues in the town being allowed to sell booze. Darren is Mormon, but he says the economic benefits. That's why he's lobbying to have the issue go to a plebiscite next month.
The real hot topics aren't being addressed in this plebiscite. The questions are, why are our tourists leaving? Why aren't they staying the night? Why aren't they staying for supper? Why aren't they enjoying our community longer? Why are our tournaments ending on Saturday?
The plebiscite is October 6th. People in Carson, by the way, voting on a number of issues, including the liquor ban. After that, it's up to the province to change the rules. In business news, North American markets opening down so far this morning.